All right, we're going to go to this episode where we're watching, and this is regarding the post that was put on my video. Okay. And when it came to not reaching out to find out, not even seeing for yourself, not even having one of your team members check to make sure it was true, I'm just going to report it as fact and then have a guest on and have the guest give opinions on it. So then the misinformation can be spread about what our crew does, what we're about, how we do our work, and the way we go about it. And so when it became a topic the last 2 nights, and then there was even, like Crabtree talking about it, about having this happen, where he even left a post on a video, trying to run somebody out. And so we're going to play that video, and I'm going to show you. First, I'm going to show you because he hasn't shown the post. He's just brought it up, okay? He just brought up the post. He hasn't showed it yet.
Oh, I remember this.
Okay? So when you listen to what she has to say before you hear the conversation, you'll understand what I'm talking about when it comes to what can happen when the wrong thing is put out there and people are out there in areas where people already don't want the truth to be told. And this is the kind of dangerous position that you can put me or Trey or Busby or any of us that are out there trying to make a difference.
I'm not going to show the post. All right. Because I'm already seeing drama like sparking off.
So no, there wasn't drama sparking off.
There was no drama, dude. We were just saying, hey, please address this. It was just super. No one was saying anything bad.
No. So they hadn't showed the post yet, but it's look at the thumbnail. This is not a threat. CP speaks out in Sebastian Rogers' case discussion. This is not a threat in bold letters. It's not we're having this guest on or nothing. It's, and then the thumbnail was the post. Okay. Now, they've already been on talking for almost an hour. They're talking about the case. And now he's saying that, there's drama in the chat. No, there wasn't drama in the chat. Thank you for your tickets. Appreciate you. No, there wasn't drama in the chat. There was people saying, look, you need to reach out to CJ before you report, about this because it's not true. CJ wasn't doing any of these things. CJ's the only one that's out there searching. Please get the information first. It wasn't drama. The people that got pissed off were the people that don't like me because of the peace, positivity, and progress. The drama people that already thrive off of drama. And so they're watching this show. And when they see my name in it, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of negative shit gets spoken about me. So maybe that's what he's referring to, because there was no drama from this community. It was just asking him to reach out to me to get the story. Period. And you can see some of the ugly ass people in the shit they were typing in the live chat replay when it came to my name and our community and what we're about. It was disgusting. So there's the link to the video. Trust me, I encourage everybody to watch the live chat replay
of this case. And yes, there's been some change of information, because I think that there's information that he's been receiving through the grapevine, and he's learning quickly what sources to trust and what sources not to trust. But he has not gone on here and just has blatantly lied back and forth on every little detail that surrounds this case. We see that with the Proudfoots, which is very frustrating. So when they say, "Oh yeah, we reached out to the Cajun Navy ourselves," no, I instantly say, "You're lying. I don't believe that, not once." Right? So that's just kind of how I feel about that. Now, one thing I do want to point out, though, really quick before we continue on, I know that allegedly, I don't know if this is actually real or not. That's one thing I'm still trying to figure out. People have taken this and have talked about it at great lengths. As of recently, there was a post that was made that I do want to share with you guys. Okay.
Something. See, he says right there, I haven't done. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know this and that, but let me just show you the screenshot that one of the cronies sent into me so I could go live about it.
So why don't you check your facts before you talk about it?
He called it drama in the chat when our community was reached. Because listen, he's on for an hour.
He started the drama by showing something he didn't know was true or fake.
It's the title of the video, and we all know I was the only one that had it happen to. It was the title of the video. You're already talking for an hour. The community was saying, please, just reach out to CJ so you can get the truth. He didn't even care to say, well, let me reach out to CJ. Hey, we can have CJ. Here's CJ in chat now. Hey, CJ's saying, just reach out to me. I'll let you know. That stuff's not true. That's not what we're about. You can be creating a dangerous situation for me. It's important, please. Because I knew what could be happening. Right? And so then watch, he brings it up, and then watch what she says about it.
And about, you know what? Okay. I'm not going to show it. Okay.
Oh.
That's no. I'm not going to show the post.
All right.
Because I'm already seeing drama like sparking off in the chats. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And out of respect,
what is the post?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, I'm so curious.
So, but out of respect of the, what
curious.
This post was made and etc., I'm just gonna,
won't show you, but we're gonna talk the hell about it.
A post,
right? Yeah.
So that way
he was gonna show it, but there was enough people saying, "Dude, it's not true. It's not true."
Yeah, there was a boy in your chat that went over there to say that.
But listen to what she says. Listen to what she says about it, though, before I call in on the show.
Somebody was basically saying something along the lines of like plans on going and visiting the house, the actual Proudfoot's home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
And of course, this is Chris Proudfoot allegedly making this statement, basically saying like, I know, like it has come to my attention that there's plans of going to my house. And of course, he says, take this as an official like notification, and he's like, hey, there are no trespassing signs posted around the house. If you set foot on the property for any reason, you will be prosecuted. And of course, he says this is not a threat. This is just a statement. Now, I'm just posting that or bringing that up just to let you guys know. Okay. And the thing is that, okay.
Why did you have to let anybody know in the first place? Because it was from a comment on my video from my live stream. You could have literally got, when you took the screenshot of the comment, you already clicked on the video to watch it,
All I know from that post is what we don't know, what is actually true and what's not. I don't even know if this post is actually real, but I know a lot of people are reacting to this post and talking about this post. Like I said, not pulling it up, not showing it, not even saying the person's name, okay, in this post. But at the same time,
I'm the only one searching.
If this is true,
I'm the only one searching.
I don't know the full context of this whole situation, nor do a lot of other people that are talking about this post. I think it's necessary for us to understand the full scope of everything before we automatically think that there's something going down. The other thing, too, is that...
Listen, I think it's important for everybody to know the full scope of this thing. It's important to know all sides, right? Why not reach out to me? That's fine. You got a guest on. But watch.
He ain't even there, if I'm correct. So if anything does happen, if somebody was to go to the house, if you're trespassing, you're going to get arrested. Period, point blank. I mean, this is what it is.
So it's nothing, but yet I'm going to promote it in my title like it is something. Get 38,000 fucking views, so that's 38,000 people. Unless I came on that show, would have assumed that CJ trespasses and is not about permission and going on people's property if CJ wants to. I don't get 38,000 views on my video, okay? This is the kind, and when you're, hello, a lot of There's a lot of people that watch the show to see the updates. I'm the only one searching at that time. It was just me. The only one searching at that time. And it's not hard. So now all of a sudden, hey, the guy that's out there searching for Sebastian is trespassing and going on people's property that he's not supposed to and just does whatever he wants. Why do you think I got so upset before this happened about the United CN going on people's property, acting like they owned parking lots, businesses, and all these other things, where that's why they got ran out of town? Because the United CN, and I have to say the abbreviation, wasn't there but for nothing but for show. And they really did go to business parking lots and not ask permission and take up property of businesses that was available for people to park at, and they kept getting ran out left and right. So when I'm sitting there standing up for the community and I'm saying, if you ain't going to get your fucking boat off the trailer, what the hell are you doing here walking around acting like you own these business parking lots and you can do whatever you want because you got a big boat?
Occasion rats.
Right. So how in the hell would I be about trespassing if I'm standing up for the community shortly before this takes place about the UCN? You know what I mean? It makes
people
no sense.
forget the reason they probably were getting threats is because of the trespassing that was going on.
The last thing I need anybody to think is that I do that, because I never have, never will, never been about it. That's not what I'm about. I'm about respect. I'm the type where I don't need to wait to get it to give it. I'll give it before I even get it. And when it comes to other people's property, hello. I mean, it's not. So when this gets promoted like this is how it can be putting people in a dangerous situation. And this is everything that me and Trey and Busby have been talking about. When we talk about these things being put out there to the masses and how it really could put any one of us in danger. We're already in danger already. This is just another couple layers of frosting that shouldn't even be on the damn cake in the first place.
It is, you know what I mean?
So did you, let me ask you, did you see a screenshot, or did you actually have a link that took you to the page where
Thank you.
This was a screenshot.
Okay. So we don't know if it's, we don't know if it's authentic or
yeah, it's just a screenshot.
not. Like you said, we're not actually sure.
That's why I'm not showing it. That's not why I'm showing it.
No, you were going to show it.
Bring that.
You were going to show it, but you just said a minute ago that you weren't going to show it because all the drama in chat.
Because honestly, I do believe, I do think it's incredibly important for us all to stay safe out here, regardless of what you believe. I get it that there's people out here, tensions and emotions are very, very high. But the last thing we want to have happen is anyone getting hurt or anyone getting arrested over something.
That's just like us. That's why we're always responsible with the information that we discuss and put out and talk about, people. That's exactly what we're about.
That understandably we all want justice, but
I had to call in.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, guys.
I had
that's
to call
just what
in.
it is. You know, I think that's important. We've seen multiple cases where people have been outside of people's homes, making it very difficult. And you know, ever since all the way back to Petito to Quentin Simon and so on. If you guys remember Quentin Simon, there's been a lot of people out there protesting, making their presence.
Dude, I've never done any of the stuff that any of those people did at any of those other places, bro.
It's categorizing it again. It's not
You know
him specifically, but people categorizing other people from other cases.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I've never been about that kind of work. I've never done that kind of work. I've always done it in a respectful, journalistic way with investigative
it's like saying,
intuition.
It's like saying, yeah, those YouTubers, they all just trespass and just go on people's property and they just don't care. It's just saying all YouTubers, basically. It just to put that in a category.
Yeah, which puts everybody in danger.
Exactly. Yeah.
And when I'm the only one out there freaking searching at that moment in time when this took place, this was This was April 17th, 2024. So if you go to the April 16th episode of my live on location, April 16th, that's the stream where I supposedly was going to get on somebody's property. Watch it sometime. I didn't say anything. And if you watch the stream, that stream and the stream before that, you'll see there's people in community. Go through there, CJ. It don't matter. There's nobody there. No, I'm not gonna, guys. I don't even see anybody that I can ask for permission. I'm not even gonna take the chance. We'll just go to another location here. And in fact, I was by the parents, the PF's parents. That's where I was by. I mean, I've never been about it, dude. And yes, I did get lumped into a category before it became a discussion.
Is known, so on and so forth, to the point where some of this gets very dangerous. Okay. And people do get arrested. So I just say, please be careful out there. Don't know if that post is actually real or not. But allegedly he's saying, hey, you try to go on my property, you will get arrested. So
which
guys,
is valid. I mean,
carefully.
that's a valid thing to say, right? I don't think anybody would look twice at that statement if it wasn't coming from Chris Proudfoot. You know what I mean? They'd be like, yeah, that, like, don't trespass. You're obviously saying this in a
So she's basically saying, yeah, I'm going to go off a screenshot and not really check for myself. So yeah, I think it's totally legitimate. Yeah. But yeah, she's basically like, oh yeah, it's a screenshot. It's from CP. Oh yeah, for sure. He shouldn't be doing that. You see what I'm saying? How it's already, before we're even getting to my conversation, it's already starting to pile on this narrative that I am out there breaking laws and rules and invading personal space.
In a threatening manner, most likely because he's made himself public enemy number one. And I'm sure this person has probably had it and they probably suspect him.
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
What
and
the?
look ourselves,
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
She just put you on a like 100% target. I'm sure this person has probably had it. In other words, you're going to take justice in your own hand. That's fucked.
Yeah, that's
You can't. They don't even know anything about you. For one, I'm sure this person he's put a target on himself, and this person's going to take justice in their own hands. Wow. And it's just drama in the chat. No biggie.
But he's telling y'all, like, y'all need to make, you got to do your research. You got to, yeah. That's why I'm so upset when I called in, you guys, because I heard this shit right here. And that's what pissed me the fuck off, because I was like, dude,
Yeah,
you
not
are
about that, man.
piling all sorts of shit in my direction, and this is my fucking life out here, buddy. Real talk. Yeah, it's crazy.
but it's like, guys, trust that the police has done that. The only thing that actually, wait, I take it back. The police most likely hasn't done that, right? Because they would need maybe a warrant to search the whole house, which would mean criminal intent. So I'm guessing, yeah, maybe they haven't done that. And also people in
you see him watching the chat because people are like, what the fuck, dude?
Town would probably report very high police activity if their house was searched. But anyway, again, leave it to the police.
and I will say this too. There's a good possibility that something was said that was lost in translation. And then there was a knee-jerk reaction from Chris Proudfoot. That could very well be it as well. I mean, there's so many aspects, so many ways to look at this and so many ways to break this down.
No. April 16th, 2024 live stream live on location. You let me know in anywhere in that live stream where I said anything about any of this shit or said I was going to do it or talked about it. Nothing.
it never happened.
No,
Nothing. Busting my ass trying to figure out my new leg of searches.
And I know that the chat is lighting up over the conversation. And all I'm saying is, guys, we don't know everything.
Exactly.
There are a lot of people.
Everything.
This individual may have said something, but there's a lot of other people that have said a lot worse. I'm just going to tell you that really quick.
Right, but there's not only one person out there searching, and then you're putting a target on their back, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
dude, it's like you don't understand. Maybe because you're not out there in these hostile areas, you're not even thinking about it. You just think about that plush pillow in the background.
Comfy.
when she jumped in on there too, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys because I've been getting messages in the well, it's not that big of a deal if
Yeah,
they just
people
put
want to
out a
play it off,
post.
man.
No, it is a big deal. It is a big deal because it is our safety. And maybe people don't understand unless they are truly out there in these environments where you don't know nobody. There's people that don't want you to find the truth. And then you have to keep all that focus on the task at hand while trying to keep your head on a 3-6. It's a task already. And we don't need this extra stuff being thrown on because then how are we supposed to be effective doing what we're doing? We're trying to find Sebastian.
We were
We
already
don't
putting in 8 to 12-hour days.
we
Look
don't need hurdles,
Yeah,
8 to 12 hour, yeah.
it's insane. That was just uncalled for big time.
Mm-hmm. Just wait.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just so you guys all know. But moving on from that conversation, back into the Nancy Grace part of the polygraph.
All right, so I'm gonna skip ahead now. That's where they just talk about where she chimes in. No, I'm gonna skip to 132. That's when I'm gonna be calling into the show. So the timestamp was 54 minutes. It was 54 minutes when she hops on and she says what she said, and then when I hopped on and called, because I had to call in, that's at the 1 hour and 32 minute mark.
Well, if he's in the chat, great. Then I'll be able to get him on the show to talk. No problems whatsoever.
Hey, baby.
But y'all went crazy in the chat. And wait.
Hey, baby.
Oh, there he is.
There's Kitty.
Okay. So
Just woke up, huh?
let's see, man.
You're all warm.
He's here. So
You're all
real
warm.
quick,
Go get your fish.
what is your okay? I'm gonna put in the phone number.
Go get your fish.
Okay. And that's dope that he's out searching, like you're out there searching. That's dope. But before I do that, what is the zip code, not the zip code, the area code to your phone number, CJ, before I send out the number? Because I know a lot of people are going to want to try to call in. Some people are jerks, etc. But I'd love to hear what's going on. Okay. Somehow things are getting lost in translation and some people are taking things, whatever's going on, the wrong way. So
not us.
Let's talk about it. Okay. But if you can put in your zip code, that'd be great. I guess you might be live streaming my show onto your platform and talking trash. If that's the truth, I'd love to talk to you about it.
No, I
It
wasn't.
wasn't a thing, man. You were boots on the ground. I remember.
How can I screen share his ass?
No, you were boots on the ground, and then I remember we all took charge, tried to help you out.
See what the trolls were typing in chat? That I was screen sharing his video,
That's fucked.
talking trash about him. See what I'm saying? That's why I encourage everybody to watch the live chat, and you can see such venom, toxic things being said about me and our community, who I am, what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's disgusting just because we're about peace, positivity, and progress. It's gross because we're about peace. It's disgusting.
About it.
Them
Okay.
damn
But if you can
trolls
put
like
in
to-
your zip code, that'd be
Sorry, buddy.
I was just gonna say them damn trolls like to put a spin on everything.
Oh, for real. That's why I encourage people to watch the live chat, because it was in our community. You can see everybody in our community. They type all the time.
Right.
You'll see who is and who isn't part of our community and who's saying what. It's horrible.
that'd be great. I guess you might be live streaming my show onto your platform and talking trash. If that's the truth, I'd love to talk to you about that and try to understand why. So please.
Right. But when you're going to report and throw something shit on my ass that puts me in danger, nobody's supposed to want to reach out to you to have the truth be known. Okay.
You ain't that important, Pastel.
Like, I wasn't even doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't even doing it, bro. I'm sitting here like, dude, tell this guy to get a hold of me. I need him to know the truth before this shit gets out there like I'm some person that's doing shit that I'm not. When you're talking about searching and you need the community, you need the respect of the community, you need the support of the community. In any of these communities, you see the support for us. You have to have that in order to be effective. And if you got all the community thinking that you're just going to come in there and do whatever the fuck you want, how many community members do you think are going to work with you? Hell, some of them might just want to shoot your ass off the lawn.
Well, they would in certain parts.
While you're walking up to their door to ask permission. Right? Oh, this motherfucker's stepping on people's property. Click, click.
Stand your ground.
He ain't coming to my front door. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit exists.
There's a lot of people out there that'll react first and think next. You know, it's just, it makes it very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's important.
Let me know what your area code is, so then I can say you put the phone number in here, and we can get a conversation going. Okay? So I'll just wait for that while I wait for CJ to put that into the chat. All right. I'm going to go through some of these super chats because there are a bunch in here, and I want to make sure that those are put in. All right. And there's no YouTuber drama. Not on my end. Okay. 0. All right. But I am willing to have a conversation so we can clear the air, so we can get on the same page and have an understanding here. Okay.
It's so cookie cutter.
And Jaxie, when he calls in, I promise you, I will break it down. Okay. So we can all be on the same page. Okay.
Practice what you preach. That's all I can tell anybody.
Okay.
Practice
Cool.
what you preach.
The phone number's in the chat right now as we speak. CJ, I will do the super chats a little bit later. Okay. Let me make sure everything's on real quick. All right. Okay. My phone lines are open. So CJ, go ahead and call in when you get a second. All right.
When I call in, I am going to play it at normal speed.
And we will talk like adults. All right.
Yeah. Like adults. You're exactly right.
Like he's worried you're going to go off on him or something.
Hey, you on the mic with the Pascal Show? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's CJ.
What's up, CJ? What's good, man? Everybody show some love. Everybody.
All right, hold on. Let me switch it to normal speed. And I'm gonna mute the music here real quick too. No, I better play it just in case. I got a little bit of music, but it's my voice too.
Show some love for CJ in the chat by putting in some green heart emojis real quick for him and for Sebastian, please and thank you. CJ, what's good, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. First, I want to apologize about the wind noise. So it gets a little windy with the audio.
Oh, you good, homie? We hear you loud and clear. Everybody, real quick, everybody hit the number 1. Make sure you guys can hear CJ. All right? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No.
It was windy that day, so I just wanted to apologize about the wind noise before we even started talking.
All right? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you're good. This post that was put, or this post message that was put on my video.
Okay.
I live stream, and it's for my safety.
Okay.
This is a good example of why. Because with that post, if you read it, somebody's giving him information. Okay.
Okay. So real quick, CJ, if it's okay, I want to pull this up. I did not show this on the live. I want to make this abundantly clear. I did not show this on the live. So there was no bad reporting or anything of that sort. I received this. I was bringing it up because honestly, we're all on the same team. I believe you and I are all on the same team. So I did not show your name, did not show the post at all.
I know.
when I posted, when I
know.
talked
This
about
is
it.
where I'm coming from. Though.
So hold on,
This is where
CJ.
I'm coming from.
Hold on, CJ. Hold on real quick. But I'm going to ask your permission to show that post right now.
No,
and
I
I'm going to
want you
read
to.
it. And I'm going to read it really quick so everyone can hear it and understand the context before everyone jumps down everyone's throats. Is that okay?
Oh, I'm not going to jump down your throat.
No. I'm not talking
from.
No. I'm not talking about you.
Even if it's being brought up and my side's not included, it's about my safety.
Absolutely.
Because
CJ, that's
if my side's not included, even if it is talked about, it doesn't have to be shown.
Right.
Even if it is talked about, it's talked about like it's true. You heard what your guest said after you mentioned it.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if both of you understood where I'm coming from, I don't think those things would have been said.
Boom.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so real quick. Because I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the family chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Reacting. No, just reacting the way that they're reacting. So let me just pull this up. Let me share this with the fam, with everybody, because a lot of people are like, I don't understand what's going on. Please explain. So on my end, okay, just talking on my perspective, and I will give you the floor as soon as I get done with this piece. All right.
You're good.
There was people have been sending this, and a lot of people have been reacting to this piece, showing Chris Proudfoot reacting to, or responding, or putting a post reacting to something. Okay. Now it says CJ, which is the man that we are on the phone with right now as we speak, fam. All right. And it says, from allegedly Chris Proudfoot, because we don't know if this is actually Chris Proudfoot or not. So he says, CJ, it has come to my attention that you have plans to visit my house tomorrow. Take this as an official notification. There are no trespassing signs posted all around the house. If you set foot in the property at all for any reason, you will be persecuted. There are no easements around the properties in our subdivision. This is not a threat, just a statement. Please respect our privacy as well as our wishes. Thank you in advance, sir. Now, we have CJ on the show, or on the phone right now as we speak, to talk about this. Now, obviously, I don't know the full context of this post, okay? And so, CJ, now you have the floor.
So basically, and this is where I'm coming from, if you read it, it's lawyer and management talk, both talk that I know, when you look at that post. So that's why it already has some legitimacy. When it comes to what's being stated, if you read what he stated, it's been brought to his attention. Somebody told him this information. He didn't go look at the show itself, because if anybody would watch the show that I was streaming, where somebody would go to that extent to blow whatever I was doing out of proportion, then they would see that that is the complete opposite of what I'm doing, what I'm about, and what I'm trying to do. So in that live stream, I know if he would have went and watched it, he would see me talking about the trespassing signs, not only at his property, but at other properties as well, where I'm out searching because I need permission. I've never stated anything anywhere on my shows or my searches that I was going to step foot on their property, or that I had planned to step foot on their property.
Gotcha.
When it comes to me, I'm not even about trying to reach out to the family members of the people that I'm doing work for, because I let them reach out to me. I'm not trying to add pain or stress to them, so I don't even go to the point where I'm trying to reach out there to have conversations with them unless they come to me.
Right.
That's what I'm about. It's about Sebastian. It's about any of these missing people out there.
Okay.
And when it comes to this is why I say my safety is in jeopardy. It's already in jeopardy doing what I'm doing, where I'm going, and what I'm doing for people. Then, when you have somebody that is getting information from somebody where I'm supposedly going to step on their property.
Yeah.
I'm supposedly going to do this. That creates a dangerous situation for me and for the person involved. Because now there's a certain atmosphere between me and that person that shouldn't even be there if there wasn't a misunderstanding.
Right. Now, I do understand what you're saying, okay? like I do understand where you're coming from. The concern of your own safety, this concern of, man, how you're moving out here in those streets right now as we speak. Now you're saying that you're out there, you're live streaming the searches and all that. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've known about you. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. That's not like me trying to punch down or anything of that sort. But
I don't take it that way.
But I do want to ask you because I don't know your content. Okay, I don't know what kind of content you make. Are you live streaming anywhere near the house? And have you said out loud on your live streams that you were going to go to the Proudfoot's home?
He didn't listen to anything that I just fucking said.
No, I've worked with people like him before. Like just most audiences, and I'm not trying to point people in a bad light, but I've worked with people before in the past that have like this big voice, I don't even know how to put it, like an energy, and they want to reiterate that they're they're the boss, like they're in control in a sense, like they're taking charge. So they kind of
They're the one that you need to go to for information.
Yeah, so they kind of make you or me or others kind of feel like it's not, the public usually doesn't see it this way, but kind of like beneath them just a smidgen. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they're in charge of the situation, like they're in control of the situation and like what's going on, like a conversation. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, and
so like you'll say something, you'll explain it, and then they'll just say they'll reiterate and then kind of beat around the bush, and then
it's one of those reporters that keeps nodding their head like they're listening, but they're thinking about the next. They're thinking about the next question that they're going to ask you.
Exactly.
Like they're just waiting for you to stop talking so they can say what they want.
Yeah, listen to his question. He didn't even okay, so did you ever, dude, if you just heard me, I said I'm not about that. They can go to any of my shows. I've never been about it. Right?
Exactly.
I'm
you said that from the jump.
Sorry, hold on.
Going to step up.
Sorry,
you explained everything from the jump start.
Yeah. Dude, I'm trying to be as real as possible, bro. You know, like, dude,
it's like he was listening, but he didn't hear you. You know,
so he won't hear you until he gets to say what he needs to say.
Right.
Or ask, even if you've already answered the questions.
You saw when he started and he kept cutting me off because I was just trying to say, dude, like just showing it. Well, I didn't show your name and I didn't show it. And it's like, okay, well, we already knew you were going to show it because you said you were going to show it. Then you said you weren't going to show it because of all the drama in the chat. And then you tried to play it off like you weren't going to show it anyway, because then you started to be like, oh shit, this is somebody's safety, and maybe I shouldn't be doing this shit.
Yeah, and a lot of your chat that was in there to, confirm if he showed it or not.
Yeah, this is April 17th, you guys. This is a month after me searching. A little over. I'm out there for a month already. That's why the audio is bad and you hear a lot of sound and stuff. It's because I'm still out there talking to him, and I'm out there looking around while I'm trying to explain to this dude, like, dude, I'm already in danger. I'm not going to sit there and be like, we've had this many vehicles follow and these groups are following and, losing tails and all this stuff. It's like, dude, you should already, like, I already know hell, before I even did this on location stuff myself, when I watched other people that were out there on location, yes, you have to already know when you cover true crime, you already know there's a lot of people that don't want you to find out the truth.
Yep, I just set me up a rig for that very reason.
Yeah, it is dangerous, and it's like, dude, you just got to understand, man. I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to, I just don't need this narrative put out there because I can't sit there and say, hey, guess what? Can I prove to you that I'm not trespassing? I'm not that person.
That's all you wanted to do, man.
Dude,
but it took a minute to get to that point.
Shit, I'll get a couple. No, what I'm saying is if I'm walking on somebody's sidewalk going to ask them for permission, because that's what I was doing the next day. Gonna go to people's houses to ask for permission, and then how quick can I answer or prove to somebody that I'm not about what 38,000 people thought I was about? I can't answer that quick enough when it comes to a bullet.
No,
Exactly.
there ain't gonna be no questions, comments, or concerns. It's just gonna be open. Whoever, yeah.
They see that shit out on social media, they're gonna already have a preconceived idea of what you're about.
Dude, I don't even get 38,000 views on my video, and that's just one. This
I
one
don't
right
get that
here. So
combined.
that's more people that would have thought that I'm that, because who says they're not in the community that I go to next to help, right? Oh, I heard of this CJ a long time ago, and
I
he
seen that guy.
trespasses, right?
He's a
Listen,
piece of work.
you're affecting my safety, period. And you can tell from the, after I'm done and I'm saying stuff, and then the question goes, it's like I'm just gonna read chat, and I'm gonna sit there and nod my head, and then I'm gonna ask you to try and justify the post. I don't know.
Stated anything anywhere on my shows or
Right
my
there.
searches
Never
that I was
stated.
going to step foot on their property or that I had planned to step foot on their property.
I say
Gotcha.
it
When
right
it comes
there.
to me,
Say it right
I'm
there.
not even about trying to reach out to the family members.
I answered his question before he even was going to ask it, and he's not even paying attention to me.
The people that I'm doing work for, because I let them reach out to me. I'm not trying to add pain or stress to them. So I don't even go to the point where I'm trying to reach out there to have conversations with them unless they come to me.
Right.
That's what I'm about. It's about Sebastian. It's about any of these missing
Thank you,
people out there.
Sussbusters.
Okay.
And when it comes to this is why I say my safety is in jeopardy. It's already in jeopardy doing what I'm doing, where I'm going, and what I'm doing for people. Then, when you have somebody that is getting information from somebody where I'm supposedly going to step on their property,
Yeah.
I'm supposedly going to do this, that creates a dangerous situation for me and for the person involved. Because now there's a certain atmosphere between me and that
Bro,
person that shouldn't even be there if there wasn't.
If people can see the live stream eventually and see the chat, you'll see how people were commenting saying like, basically you're overreacting and you're never in any danger. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. I'm just grifting.
Yeah, that's what it was. It said it's
I'm
trying to get
just
a pull
grifting.
from him, and I'm like, that's not even what this is about. It's about safety.
Dude, I don't even promote myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I know.
that's one of my problems is I don't promote myself enough, and it's just it's not my soul. I can't do it. I know that's one of my biggest downfalls of what I do. That's one of the negatives that I have about myself, is that I don't promote myself. I don't go to other people's fucking shows to promote myself. I don't even promote
Comment and
myself
stuff.
on my own shows, man. How often do I talk about support and contributions and, this stuff? I
The only
don't.
time you ever do is if someone does like a super or something like that. And it's just like,
Right.
thank you for helping out. But
I mean,
you're never trying to get your channel out there or go into other people's chats saying hello.
Right.
But no, I've never been. But that was one of the biggest things in the chat that I'm in there, or you'll see in any other chat. I just go to support other people. You know what I mean? I'll go support other people that are given effort, and I get into chat. Thank you, so and so, for your effort and your hard work for what you do for these cases. I'm there to support these people, and this one right here. Oh, he's just grifting. He's a grifter. He's just trying to pull subs. It's like, no, I don't even, I'm not even about that. And that's the last thing that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about these victims and these families and these communities, and they dominate my thoughts. Even in my dreams, between when I wake up and I go to sleep, in that period where I'm supposed to be off to Neverland, and I even have dreams about the cases that I cover.
Yeah, you can't. It's just there no matter what because it's in your heart.
Some mornings I wake up with emotion in my soul because I care so much, and I have a sadness or an anger or some kind of emotion just based off of the stuff that, this shit's hard to talk about too. to be this invested in these cases like we are, it's hard to talk about because we're not we're taking on a whole bunch at the same time as well as our own, and you guys are in chat too. It takes a lot to be able to talk and discuss and come back another day and not let it affect the next human being next to you. I'm sorry that we kind of went off topic there for
No,
a
you're
second.
good, buddy. You need to let all that out.
It
I mean,
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Sorry, bro.
It's just it is hard for us, and definitely hard for you two, to go out there and do what you do. And I mean, neither one of you like to promote yourselves at all. You're just out there to help other people. You could feel that both of you um, are just in it for helping other people.
that's the goal, Bubba. But it's hard when you're just a little fish.
Oh,
It
I know.
is. It's hard. So I'm basically telling Pascal like, it's put me in danger. Um, like I'm just trying to let people know like I'm not about that because I'm thinking about all communities. I'm not just thinking about Sebastian's community. I'm thinking about all communities too. Now, this is before I even went to do all that work for a few months for Micah Miller. This is before that. And I'm sitting here like, dude, this is about every community. So just think if I would have showed up to the Micah Miller case and did all the work that I was doing, and people already had the misconception that I don't respect personal property and all those other things. Who says I would have been able to get the help and continue to get the help? Shout out to the community out there. Um, that is just still just all these communities I go to, it's nothing but beautiful. Unfortunately, there is a lot of drama and troll shit with this one, but it doesn't mean that things are going to come to an halt either. I'm trying to express to him and everybody, the 38,000 and who know however many more come across the video in the future. I'm just trying to express to them, look, this is where I'm coming from. I'm not about that. This is not true. I just need people to understand because I need the community, because I can't do what I can do if I don't have the community in all facets.
Trying to add pain or stress to them. So I don't even go to the point where I'm trying to reach out there to have conversations with them unless they come to me.
Right.
That's what I'm about. It's about Sebastian. It's about any of these missing people out there.
Okay.
And when it comes to this is why I say my safety is in jeopardy. It's already in jeopardy doing what I'm doing, where I'm going, and what I'm doing for people. Then, when you have somebody that is getting information from somebody where
There's
I'm
the link again.
going to step on their property.
Yeah.
I'm supposedly going to do this. That creates a dangerous situation for me and for the person involved. Because now there's a certain atmosphere between me and that person that shouldn't even be there if there wasn't a misunderstanding.
Right. Now, I do understand what you're saying. Okay. Like I do understand where you're coming from. The concern of your own safety, this concern of, man, how you're moving out here in those streets right now as we speak. Now you're saying that you're out there, you're live streaming the searches and all that. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've known about you. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. That's not like me trying to punch down or anything of that sort. But
I don't take it that way.
But I do want to ask you because I don't know your content. Okay, I don't know what kind of content you make.
Thank you.
Are you live streaming anywhere near the house? And have you said out loud on your live streams that you were going to go to the Proudfoot's home?
I've drove by. I've never gotten out of my car. The only time I get out of my car is to do the searches where I'm going to do the searching. There was plenty of times. There was a situation yesterday. I'll use this as an example. There was a situation yesterday where I drove by the neighborhood. And there's other people that'll get out of their car. There's other people that'll walk up to the property. I don't do that. I'll drive by.
Yeah.
When I drove by, I saw the Brinks lady standing out there with the clipboard talking to Katie. If I was truly about that, then I would have turned around, drove up and took pictures and talked about it and live streamed about it.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
not what I'm about. Do I need to drive through the neighborhood sometimes to see or kind of refresh myself when I'm trying to think of what new direction I need to go to search for Sebastian?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because that's the last place that he was seen. Do I have I ever said that I plan to stream anywhere on that property or anywhere? No. And that's why I'm saying when it comes to what's being put out there, and if the truth, which is the live stream, shows you I'm sitting there respecting people's property.
I see.
I'm sitting there doing all of these things to show what I really am about. It's always about safety.
So
because think about this, Pascal. If I wasn't live streaming this and people couldn't go watch what I'm really about when it comes to the threat, then there's my safety.
Exactly.
It's all about safety.
I see what you're saying. So just so I can clarify a few things. The times that you've driven by the house with, say, the moment with Katie Proudfoot with the Brinks people and outside and all that, you were not live streaming during that time, correct?
Yeah, no, I live streamed the whole time. Sir.
Oh, okay. So you were live streaming.
It's about my safety.
I see. So
see again, I'm thinking about the next question instead of hearing what I'm saying. Dude, it's about my safety. That's why I live stream, because if I didn't have my live stream, I wouldn't be able to show what the truth is that really takes place when people want to do shit like this. Not only for my safety, because it documents every single thing that will take place, even if things go south, not from my end.
You can say what happened all day, but a video will tell the majority of the story.
Listen, if there's a situation, because we do go out to unsafe areas, if there's a situation where all of a sudden my damn camera falls to the ground and you hear me like gurgling, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I want it to be documented so-and-so can't get away with whatever the fuck they just got away with.
We know exactly where you are, and we're sending help.
Right. And to dispel rumors that are not true. Just think, if this post, and this is what I just got done telling him, and then he's going into another question already. I just got done saying, dude, if I didn't have this live stream to show people that I didn't do that stuff, then all of a sudden it's the truth. Look at your guest, man. Your guest just said, well, if it came from him, well, I mean, double down on it. It's the truth. That's
Sometimes
why
people don't want the truth.
That's why these live streams are important. People can sit there and talk shit all they want. Oh, he's got a live stream when he's out. Yeah, it's because I need my fucking safety, and I'm going to document everything because I know I'm not doing anything wrong. So I have no reason not to document everything, because there's a lot of other people out there that ain't about that same shit.
Oh, and they'll make a video of what they did and then clip it and then show everything that they did.
This shit ain't no joke. We're going to areas where people don't want the truth known. You guys exist, and you sit there and you get to like see it from the comfort of your own home. We're going there from the comfort of a community that we don't fucking know, and it's dangerous as hell. That's our living room.
Getting into ground zero.
Right.
We're right there in ground zero.
Yeah. And we don't mind. That's why we do what we do, because we have the strength and the courage and the drive to face those kind of living rooms. You know what? We're going to put ourselves in this situation because it's not about us, because we could be chilling on the couch eating Cheetos. It's about them and making a difference and letting people know the truth and trying to find an answer, a direction, something. And there's no understanding. And watch, it's just like I just explained. It's for my safety.
Exactly.
It's all about safety.
I see what you're saying. So just so I can clarify a few things. The times that you've driven by the house with, say, the moment with Katie Proudfoot with the Brinks people and outside and all that. You were not live streaming. You were not live streaming during that time, correct?
Yeah, no, I live stream the whole time, sir.
Oh, okay. So
I just
so you
explained
weren't
it.
live
Because it's
streaming.
about my safety.
I
see.
just
So, okay,
explained
so
it. You know what I
live
mean?
stream driving by.
Gotcha. So you're saying that you were out there, you were live streaming around around the neighborhood, around the street, and
All
around
over.
the house. Okay.
All over.
So maybe, and of course, I'm not here trying to take anybody's sides or anything. I'm just asking a question. Okay. Could it possibly be that since these are live and these are live streams and they are on YouTube, that maybe the Proudfoots are maybe misinterpreting your live streams that are around their properties and are assuming that you might be, I don't know, trying to trespass on their property? Could that be what it is?
Well, no.
I already told you.
Because if they watch my shows, then they hear me say, that's not what I'm about. So if they watch my shows, sir, then they would already know what I'm about
Right.
and how I respect people 150%.
But if they're not watching if they're not watching the streams and they're just assuming from maybe other people that are actually they're
Right,
little
that's what I'm
birds in their ears, then
Right.
there's
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
And that's where they're getting the information from.
Okay.
Sir. And they're going to Seth, or I'm sorry, they're going to Chris, and they're saying, Chris, somebody's live streaming and said they're going to do this and do this and do this.
That's wild.
It's because that person doesn't want me searching for Sebastian.
No
bro.
doubt. No doubt.
And they're using Chris's ear to create something, and this is what
Stirring
I'm
it
saying,
up.
and this is why it's important for me to live stream the whole time.
Yeah.
Because what happens, because I know I'm out there doing the right thing, and I'm going about it the right way. There's nothing for me to worry about or hide. In
Gotcha.
fact, just like a police officer with a body cam, if they're not having anything to hide and they're doing what they're supposed to, they record for their safety. I'm going into communities that some people may not want me to find this baby boy.
Right.
That puts me in danger. And so anytime that I have that camera on, that makes that person not go the full force that they might go
That
if
too.
I wasn't streaming. And at the same time,
That too.
if I get injured or something happens to me, at least it's on stream so that way people know the truth.
I get it.
Because when I'm coming from the good spot, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm respecting everybody 150, there should be no issues.
I see. Okay. Well, Chris, I appreciate you clarifying those things, just telling us exactly what's been going on and all that. Obviously, when I see a post like this and it gets Chris Proudfoot out from the bushes, right? Out from his RV to start talking. And of course, understandably, a lot of other content creators, not just me, have been reacting to this post like crazy.
Oh, yeah. This is from last night.
They didn't make a fucking live stream out of it. They posted it on community posts. Evil Exists made a 2-minute fucking video on it and just mentioned that the post was put out there and didn't know if it was true or not. They didn't do a live stream and have a guest on to double down on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally different.
This was not me overreacting. This was me being scared for my fucking safety.
Exactly.
And it
Well,
is true. Like, having it on, make sure that person that might want to come at me full force doesn't come at me full force because they're like, shit, it's on stream. I might be recorded. I probably shouldn't do it. It makes them think. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a deterrent.
There was not a lot of the people were reacting on community posts. And I enjoy the Evil Exist. He's always been respectful, even when there was people promoting a bunch of bullshit during a certain period of time. Evil Exist was the one that actually supported through the bullshit, and it meant a lot to me. So shout out to Evil Exist, because there's a lot of people that don't do their homework. They just go off of what the fucking flashy words are and what's going to be a hot topic without doing the background of it. Evil Exists did the background, and I appreciate it. It always has meant everything to me.
A lot of other content creators, not just me, have been reacting to this post like crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's from last night. Last night it started.
Right. So it does spark a lot of questions, right? It does spark a reaction from the peanut gallery, if you will, right? So when this happened,
peanut gallery.
It's from what you're telling me, it sounds like this is just a misunderstanding, and they're not actually seeing the content that you make.
Right.
But I do understand. That if they haven't seen your content and but they do see that their home is being shot. I mean, I can understand them being a little concerned, but
no. I took a couple pictures, and after that, I drove by one time, and it was always straightforward. Now, when Katie was talking to the lady, I don't even remember pointing the camera at him. I just kept driving, and I went and I parked at the fucking cemetery right next over because I was like, all right, I need to figure out exactly who I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
I didn't even go back.
I don't think you did point the camera at her. I think you said something like, I'm not going to point the camera at her.
I mentioned that the Brinks lady was there talking to Katie. Can you imagine if I would have pulled over, walked up to the curb and just sat there and recorded and zoomed in?
That's what certain people would do.
Right. It's not about that. It's not about that.
Nope. You just kept it moving.
Like I said, I mean,
sorry, bro.
Just saying, no, you just kept it moving.
That's just like when the grandma came up and said some shit that shouldn't have been put out there. That wasn't even anything that I'm about. I just kept moving. All right, where else should we search?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm distracted by a comment in chat that keeps coming up like a freaking troll. So.
Well, here, let me see. I think there's just a couple minutes left here, real quick.
If you're doing it legally and you're not breaking any laws, you're not trespassing, then I mean, it's how you want to make that content, bro. You know what I mean? Real talk.
Well, if you look at real talk, if you want to look at what he wrote, he didn't see my show, and he wouldn't have known about my show or me driving by unless somebody told him the wrong information.
Right.
That's real talk.
Yeah. No, you ain't wrong.
So when it comes to them having an issue, they had an issue because somebody told them the wrong information. Because, like you say, if he came to my show or he heard about my show, wouldn't you go watch it too?
Yeah,
if somebody
damn right.
said something about you and somebody's threatening you, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you go watch it?
Absolutely.
Of course you would. So if somebody watches it and sees that I'm sitting there saying, yeah, that's a no trespassing, and I have people in my chat going, oh, you can go through the construction area, and I'm saying, no, guys,
right.
I need permission. I need to find out who owns this.
Gotcha.
If he would have saw that, then I guarantee he wouldn't have wrote that post.
No doubt. I mean, if he was seeing it, for sure, then there would be a different conversation. But I do appreciate you, coming in, clarifying this. You know what I mean? I know that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're doing what you can to unearth the truth and to find out what's going on with Sebastian. We are all on the same page. I'm on the same team as you all day. All I want is to find Sebastian, and figure out what actually happened here and what is the truth, just like you. You know what I mean? I just thought it was very interesting, the post. It was very, to me, I'm like, whoa, he just came out of nowhere to come up here and say that stuff. And I'm like, I'm kind of curious about this. You know what I mean?
I sat there and I'm like, he obviously didn't watch the show because I stated everything in complete opposite of what he even stated.
Interesting, the post. It was very, to me, I'm like, whoa, he just came out of nowhere to come up here and say that stuff. And I'm like, I'm kind of curious about this. You know what I mean?
I sat there and I'm like, he obviously didn't watch the show because I stated everything in complete opposite of what he even stated. It's not that I didn't say it. I stated the complete opposite of what he was saying.
Right.
And so if you want your missing son found, and the last place was at your home, and somebody that's volunteering their time and efforts and money to try and help find your son, and the last place was at your home, then why would you have a problem somebody going by to try and come up with another direction of where maybe Sebastian went if you're really trying to find your son. So why would you have an issue with it? That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I get it. And that does.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm trying to find Sebastian.
Well, and that does spark up some red flags and some more questions. It's like, if should it really be that big of a problem? Is this exposing something else? Is this showing that he's?
I didn't get out.
So
I didn't get on their property. I didn't get out.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything other than I'm on another leg of my search because I was down here for 3 weeks a week ago. Now I'm back up here for another leg. I'm trying to figure out new directions, where to go, where else I can try and find and help.
Mm-hmm.
And so if anybody watches, you'll see I'm going through. I'm trying to figure out, okay, we got this direction now.
Right.
Now I need to figure out if I can ask this person.
Mm-hmm.
It's all, if they really truly were, then why would you be upset if I'm trying to find your son?
I think
that's the last place.
I think that's an ongoing question. I think that a lot of us are going to be.
Right.
I think a lot of us are going to be asking that question for sure. You know what I mean? But I will say this, though, whatever you're doing, as long as it's legal, obviously got a reaction from Chris Proudfoot, if this is actually Chris Proudfoot for show. But CJ, I want to say thank you so much for calling in. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully we're able to, get on the same page here. Okay. Not here to try to start any drama with any YouTubers. We got better things to do than to do that. We're here to find Sebastian,
we got
and
people
hopefully
to find. Right.
And I hope we're on the same page here. Okay.
I should be saying that.
People to find, man.
Absolutely.
I just need people to understand that I didn't do or say any of those things, and the way that it's put out there, people are just reading the post and that's it.
Right.
That Chris is speaking the truth of what took place, and it's not the truth. That's information that he was fed from somebody else.
Absolutely. I appreciate you laying it down, giving us the information and explaining everything, brother. All right.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. Good luck with everything out there. Boots on the ground. God bless. And hopefully you can unearth some more information. All right.
Let's pray. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Later.
Peace.
See, I should have been asking him that question. I hope we're on the same page, because I wasn't doing anything wrong even in that situation. I'm reaching out to you to make sure that you're reporting responsibly, because my life is in danger with what is being promoted by just putting that post up. And again, that's why I played what his guest said in the beginning. It's before we even had the call. So I played it in order, but that's why I played what the guest said at the 54-minute mark, because it's like, this is what that can do. Oh, well, we don't know if it's true. Oh, well, if it's from CP, double down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, CJ's a trespasser.
Trespassing varmint. You know what they do to varmints.
Exactly. That's why we have to be so careful out there. And that kind of crap it makes things heighten. Keeps your 150 off, because now you're worried about something else. And you're not even about that.
Mm-mm. No, and there's been some people. How come we're covering this? And because we've talked about it the last few shows, especially me and Trey, when it comes to the dangers that we're in already and what misinformation can do. And when I brought up the whole Pascal show last night or the night before, whatever show it was, I think it. Then I'm getting messages like, it's not that big of a deal that somebody's just showing a post. Sure it is. Let me show you what the guest says. Let me show you where I was coming from when it came to the safety, and maybe just help give people a little more understanding of what it is, because I get it. Not everybody's gonna understand.
It's kind of to show just how the misinformation starts, and how it starts small and then just gets blown out of proportion. And that's with a lot of things in this.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If I had 100, 200,000 or something, I wouldn't be worried about, Pascal showing it. But dude, I don't have that many, and dude's got a huge platform.
Well,
and I already know right there, the odds are not in my favor that the truth is going to be known, so
Yeah, the numbers are not there.
I'm glad that at least I had the opportunity to call in and let people know where I was coming from.
If you look at chat, though, a lot of people didn't even listen hardly.
Oh, I'm telling you, you're just watch the live. Here's the link to the episode again. I'm serious. Just
A lot of
watch
people were
this.
saying CJ this, CJ that, yada yada. I'm like, just listen to what he's saying.
Right. And everybody's got feelings, man. You know what I mean? Even if you don't shit what other people eat, you still got feelings. We're human beings. And when you see shit like this, it's just like, come on, people. We can do better. We can do
Right.
better. Thank you all. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for hanging out. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. And if you're not subscribed to any of us, please consider doing so. Thank you all for the peace, positivity, and progress. Appreciate it very much.